I think whatever the index falls, NVIDIA is going to fall much, much, much more when the crash comes.
The world's largest and possibly most important bellwether,
NVIDIA would be my guess.
Announced the results last week. And of course, they beat expectations. Albeit a NVIDIA beat is not like a normal beat because, of course, the stock did drop on the news, albeit it has rebounded since. Revenue for the 6-month period grew from 56 billion to 90 billion. How that for growth? From 56 billion to 90 billion.
Yeah.
And net income rocketed from 31 billion to 45 billion, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Investors were unimpressed by NVIDIA's relatively tepid revenue forecast for the current period, predicting sales will be roughly 54 million for the third quarter versus 47 billion for the second quarter. Analysts had hoped there would be 60 billion. Bear in mind, just a little asterisk here, they've had to remove those China. Remember they had that altered chip for China? So they removed that.
Yeah.
Chuck in China and you're back up to 60. The disappointment didn't last long. NVIDIA bounced back pretty much to its record high. The company is now valued at 4.4 trillion, by far the world's most valuable business. I remember not that long ago when we were saying, when's a company worth $1 trillion? And this is 4.4. And just a casual reminder, in March 2020, as COVID was starting, so not that long ago, what do you reckon NVIDIA was worth? It's 4.4 trillion now.
Like 100 or 200 billion?
120 billion.
There you go.
36 bagger since COVID. What are your thoughts, NVIDIA?
So I tell you my pair trade. Short NVIDIA, long the rest of the market.
Long the rest of the market?
Yeah, like the index. I think whatever the index falls, NVIDIA is going to fall much, much, much more when the crash comes.
Why is that your thesis?
Because this party can't continue forever on AI chip purchasing. So that has to come to an end.
CapEx from Microsoft. And
that has to come to an end.
And
NVIDIA is being priced, firstly, like it's going to continue forever. And then secondly, like, oh my God, this company is amazing. So it's like some multiplier of continuing forever.
Where I would disagree with you is, I think it's actually priced with a foot in both camps.
You reckon?
It's got a PE multiple like low 30s. Like
come
West
on.
Farmers has a higher PE multiple than this business.
I know, but I don't think their revenue growth is going to slow. I think it's going to be negative.
That's why there's a foot in both camps.
I think it's going backwards. And
if you don't think the revenue growth is going to slow, it's cheap. If you think it can just maintain this revenue, it's cheap.
Well, I don't think that at all.
Which is why it's on a PE of 32 or 33
so
or
we
whatever.
can't call this a meme stock because there's... But have you seen what happens when Jensen walks around? How he gets mobbed?
Yeah.
He's the Pope, right?
Yeah.
And so when...
He's much more popular than the Pope.
Well, when a CEO...
Who the hell's the Pope?
Right. Well, when a CEO... Well, I think it's like a billion Catholics might disagree with
the
that.
new Pope. Like, no one knows the new Pope. We'll never know his name. What is his name? Pius or something?
Pope something. And so...
You know what the Pope does?
The new Pope?
Yeah, new Pope.
Pope Leo?
Leo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
A resident religious
Hello.
expert. So, the thing is that if you've got a CEO walking around like he's the Pope...
A celebrity CEO, you could say.
Then you could... But if your CEO is walking around like he's the Pope, then your business could be known as a religion.
Yeah.
And NVIDIA is the new religion. Tesla used to be, I talk about religions.
But Tesla trades on a multiple. Like Tesla makes no money and is worth $1 trillion. NVIDIA makes a lot of money.
But NVIDIA, you have to say, NVIDIA is an investment religion now. That's why it's the most valuable company in the world.
No, but it's the most valuable, but it's not the highest multiple, is my point. Like it's a relatively cheap multiple.
I know, but I think that I don't think this religion can sustain a crash.
The point you're making, I've been making for years. Like the CapEx spending can't continue forever. And we know whenever businesses over-index on CapEx spending, they inevitably crash and bounce back. So I think it's, where I disagree with you is I think if NVIDIA crashes, that means Microsoft crash. It means Apple, which is one of the most overpriced businesses in the S&P, crashes. It means Meta probably goes down.
So you think the overall market will fall more than NVIDIA?
Well, probably locksteppy or...
I don't know about that.
I definitely agree with you that NVIDIA is hugely at risk with its capital stuff. But where I think we probably differ is I think it's actually priced pretty cheaply if you ignore that sort of thing. Like so that...
But you think Tesla is the most overpriced of the Magnificent Seven?
Well, Tesla's like a joke.
Okay, we can agree with that.
Tesla makes like zero money and it's worth $1 trillion.
But if Tesla hasn't totally collapsed by now, then it might be the Bitcoin stock of this era where nothing can keep it down in the foreseeable future.
I think eventually the religiousness of Tesla evaporates.
Yeah, but that's how I feel about Bitcoin, but I've been wrong the whole way through.
Market stays irrational longer than you stay solvent. So eventually luckily
I didn't
booms can
short
last for 10 years.